let's make this easy. Christmas tablescape centerpiece. All right, so I have some garland. This is wired garland, but you can use regular garland. It just won't be as bendable, if that makes sense. So I have this little scrap piece of wood here, and then I have these tapered candle holders that they came like in a set. So I have four of them, but I'm just going to use three of them, and they are the same color because they're like just in a natural state of wood. So they're the same color as this little piece, even though you won't see the piece on the bottom there. I'm just using it to center it. You can put the candle holders just in the center. You can use different type candle holders for this. And just when you're doing it, because you're not securing it to the garland, you're just going to want to move them separately. But I do keep it in the center while I'm making the centerpiece, or the tablescape, because I just want to make sure that everything is set up the way that I want it to be set up, if that makes sense. So that's why I kept it in the center as I put together all of the pieces. But with the garland, I'm just going to it's like one piece, but it's two pieces on each side, if that makes sense. So I folded it in half and then folded it in half again. And then so there's multiple pieces on each side. And then you can fluff it out to look how you want it to look. You can make all the pieces look nice and neat. And then now I'm just going to fill it in with some ribbon to start out with. So I have this ribbon. It is not I, it's not like a thin ribbon. It's like a wired ribbon, so it has this cute little velvet on it and stuff like that. But you can use different type ribbon. You can use multiple ribbons. That would be really pretty too. But I'm just going to take it. I'm going to secure them with the garland itself. And that's why it's good to use like a wire garland, because I'm just looping them around and kind of just making like little bubbles with the ribbon, if that makes sense. So I'm pinching it together and then taking a piece of the garland and then just wrapping it around and secure it. And it secures it real nice. It keeps it in place, and then you can reuse the ribbon if you wanted to. After the season was over, you can take this apart and you can reuse all of the pieces because you didn't glue that on. You can also use zip ties if you wanted to use zip ties, but this works really well, so that's not necessary. So I went all the way around, and with this one piece of ribbon, one roll of ribbon, I was able to go around twice with this. But like I said, you can use multiple pieces of ribbon depending on what your colors are. I like to keep my colors nice and simple for the holiday, but depending on what your colors are, you can just get real festive with this, or you can just keep it real simple. So once I went around the second time, I kind of just crisscrossed it, if that makes sense. But you can see how I'm just going like over and under the pieces that I have already done there. And like I said, this was able to go around fully twice. And when I ended it, I just ended it the same way that I began it, with just securing it with a piece of garland, kind of tucking it in so that you don't really see it. So that part is real easy and real simple to do if you are using the wired garland. If you're not using wired garland, I would suggest then to maybe secure it with like zip ties or twisty ties, just something to help hold it in place, because you won't have that same flexibility with the pieces on the garland. But once I was done with that, then like I said, I came in and just filled it in with different little things. You can fill it in with ornaments. I did these little berries that I have, and you can get these from a bunch of different craft stores in different places. And I just pop them off the stem. And again, you can get these to go along with your color schemes. And then for the ornaments, you can attach them like you do to the tree and just hide how you tuck them in there, and then put the little metal pieces in the inside. So this is real easy to do. And because these are taper candle holders, if you did want to light them, I rarely light like my centerpieces and stuff like that, but if you did want to light these, it would be elevated away from all of the pieces. So I have the faux florals. You can add a little faux Christmas greenery here just to give it like that lush green look if you wanted to. You can stack you can just go crazy with this. You can do so many cute little things. And this is just a fun way to decorate your table for the holiday season. If you like, give it a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.